Hello to our viewers watching us right now, and welcome back to Big BrOUther. For today's episode, we will be interviewing our 3 remaining housemates regarding their stance on certain ethical issues that I will be introducing in a bit. Just a bit of context before we start, the task I had given our housemates came from 2 online Reddit threads in the AmITheAsshole community, in which they have to explain their thoughts, expand their personal beliefs, and choose a stand on whether the person in the thread is an asshole or not. The first topic is about a soon-to-be wed couple deciding to have an all-vegetarian wedding, and the other topic is about a graduating student not wanting to invite their parents for their university graduation. Are you ready to hear their thoughts and make their stances? Housemates Nika, Aljon, and Nico, I give the floor to you. Good luck.
Regarding the topic of a couple wanting to have an all-vegetarian wedding, my stance is that they are the asshole. I have 2 main reasons why they are. First is that the guests of the soon-to-be weds might not feel welcomed due to the limited options for a meal, which is strictly an all-vegetable catering. There would be a huge possibility that the guests might not eat the food due to personal preferences, religious beliefs, and health concerns. An example of this is those who eat meat on a regular basis that is needed for their diet. Another reason is that food might not be acceptable in others' religion. And lastly, certain vegetables might have a drastic effect or side effect for those who have food allergies if they were to consume it. The second reason is that the parents of the couple are humbly paying for the food, which makes the original poster an asshole for not letting the parents have a say in the menu. In order to find a solution to this, they should compromise and think of the impact this may have on their guests who will be traveling from abroad just to attend the wedding. And having some non-vegetarian options on the menu should not be a big deal, especially if they are not paying a single ounce of money for the food. While it is indeed the couple's day, this should not be an issue making their day inauthentic to their lifestyle, since I believe that the value of a momentous event such as this does not depend on what the guests are eating, but rather the collective experience or the collective feeling that they get and remember as they look back in the future.
Personally, I don't think the food being served at a wedding is a big enough deal for anyone to be called an asshole over, so I don't think the couple in this situation are assholes. If their friends are respectful of their life choices and can eat vegetarian meals offered to them when they visit, surely a single meal at a wedding ceremony isn't an issue. The guests have to be aware of the couple being vegetarian, so it should be enough for them to be respectful of this decision. And about the parents, if it comes to the point where they aren't willing to pay for vegetarian catering, I'd pay for it myself if I were the couple. I think as long as guests are informed beforehand and allergies and other possible food restrictions are considered, there really is no issue.
In this situation, I think you might be a bit of an asshole. Yes, it is your special day and you want it to reflect your values as a couple. However, I think that ignoring the well-being of your guests can be a little bit problematic as well. For instance, you might have guests of older age or those with specific health needs that require a more balanced diet more than the vegetarian options that you have. Some might be on medications or dealing with health issues. Though I think that it's great that you want everyone in your wedding to experience the lifestyle that you have, but offering a variety of options I think actually shows that you care about their comfort and well-being as well. So for me, balancing your preferences as well as the needs of your guests could be the best way to create a more memorable and inclusive celebration for everyone.
Thank you, housemates Aljon, Nico, and Nika, for explaining your beliefs on why you think that the couple might or might not be an asshole for having an all-vegetarian menu on their wedding day. We will also follow the routine of each member expounding their stance and why they choose their decision based on their own personal beliefs and experiences. Here is topic 2. a graduating student thinks that they shouldn't invite their parents to their university graduation because of their poor relationship with them. Housemates Aljon, Nico, and Nika, is he an asshole or not?
There are a number of reasons why I think the original poster is an asshole. First, he stated that he still lives with his mother and siblings for free, providing him shelter and food. It makes him look like he wasn't grateful enough to have a home, and the fact that he continues to live there rent-free, he should be thankful he even got that opportunity to begin with. Second, he has an autistic sibling that he despises, even though he should be more patient and understanding with someone who has a disability. Third, he stated that his father was absent for most of his life, but he was taught how to drive, and his father even gave him an allowance to continue his studies until he graduates. It's a sign that his father is trying to own up to his mistakes by being there for his son. His parents might not be the best, but they aren't the worst either. I suggest that he must acknowledge the efforts that they provided for him and learn to forgive them for their past actions and for what they provided for him. The parents have the right and they deserve to be invited to the graduation ceremony because of the support or effort they gave to their son. Graduations are supposed to be a family celebration. Not including them might even cause more problems than their already broken family.
I think the only real assholes in this situation are the parents, and the poster not wanting them at their graduation ceremony is completely valid considering what was said in the post. In spite of the financial support provided for by their family, the original poster has had to endure years of physical and emotional abuse and neglect from their family and is entitled to not wanting to share their accomplishments with those who are not truly emotionally invested and supportive of them. Many children prefer to distance themselves from their family during times of celebration due to abuse. It is common for Filipinos to stick to their utang na loob mindset regarding children and their parents, who are expected to care for them and give something back in return for the sacrifices made in raising them. I would argue that children have no choice in being born. They do not ask to be brought into the world, and therefore it is the parents who owe their children everything for manifesting them into such a terrifying existence. The parents are the assholes for the way they have raised their children. The original poster is well within their rights to want to distance themselves from this family. Also, if the parents cared enough, they would find out where the graduation ceremony was and just go.
This time, I don't think that OP is an asshole at all. Growing up, feeling neglected and comparing yourself to a sibling who received more attention than you isn't easy. And your graduation is a significant milestone as an individual. OP worked hard for it to achieve it, and I think they deserve to celebrate it in a way that makes them happy and comfortable. And if having their parents at the ceremony feels a little too stressful in a way that brings up too many negative emotions, I think that it's okay to not ask them to go. You can always plan or separate your celebration with them outside of the ceremony, and OP shouldn't feel indebted to them for fulfilling their role as parents. Another thing that I could say is that setting boundaries is very crucial for you and for your well-being, and learning to distance yourself from situations that take away your agency as an individual is a very vital part of self-care. And I just like to add that OP's schooling was their personal journey and one that they achieved despite all of the challenges they faced, and they have every right to decide how they want to commemorate that very accomplishment.
Thank you, housemates, for voicing out their stance for topic 2. Some may say he is an asshole, while some say that he isn't. If you were in his shoes, what would you do? It all comes up to our own personal beliefs and how we view topics based on our thoughts, personality, and upbringing. Next, I am bringing back 2 of our previous Big Brother winners as I interview them about how personal ethics affect the world around you and the social impact of personal ethics and its importance. big winners Archie and Marice, I give the floor to you.
Thank you for inviting us here, Kuya. In my opinion, personal ethics play a significant role in shaping the world around us. They form the foundation of our decision-making process and heavily influence the way we interact with others. So, by adhering to our personal ethics, we can make choices in various situations, discern what is morally right and wrong, and navigate the world around us. These ethics are deeply rooted in our values, beliefs, principles, and upbringing, which collectively dictate our behavior and affect our environment. So, just as we've observed the diverse perspectives of among the housemates, each of us places a unique emphasis on different values. Some adhere to religious beliefs, others to traditional conventions, and while some may diverge from societal norms. So, our personal ethics serves as a moral compass for how we perceive and approach various matters in our surroundings.
It's nice to be back here, Kuya. For me, personal ethics guide our behavior in personal and professional lives. Their importance is clear in addressing social and personal challenges. Our moral choices are deeply tied to society, as shown by housemates' differing views influenced by societal impacts. Ethical decisions in personal matters, like wedding planning or inviting family, affect how we relate to others, build trust, and create inclusive environments. My personal ethics, shaped by my experiences and community interactions, help me balance self-respect with respect for others, fostering a society where empathy, fairness, and mutual respect are valued. Understanding the social impact of personal ethics highlights their crucial role in shaping both individual lives and collective well-being.
Welcome back, everyone. On today's episode of UP Big Brother, Kuya asks our housemates on the controversial Reddit topics that might put this kabataan to the test. Let's quickly recap the housemates' opinions and explore what might have influenced their answers. On the topic of an all-vegetarian wedding menu, the housemates had differing views on whether a couple planning for an all-vegetarian wedding will be an asshole. What do you guys think? Well, Aljon, for instance, thought they were being inconsiderate to the dietary needs of the guests, and also they were being very disrespectful to the parents who were paying for the meal. Meanwhile, Nico said that they weren't being an asshole at all. Why? Well, they emphasized that the couple had a right to celebrate their special day on their own way. Lastly, Nico felt that the couple were indeed being a bit an asshole and inconsiderate, and suggested that they have a balance to cater to the guest needs while also honoring their values. Regarding the Reddit poster not inviting their parents to their graduation, Aljon argued that they were being an asshole for that because of the financial support that their parents provided for them in order to graduate in the first place. Nico and Nika both felt that they weren't being an asshole and their feelings are ultimately valid because they were being subjected to emotional pain and neglect from their parents growing up, and they emphasized that OP needs to set boundaries for their well-being.
And that concludes my task for our 3 remaining housemates, in which we got to know how they view ethics based on the situation given and how they would approach it. I hope everyone, including you, the viewers, reflect on your personal values and your beliefs as an individual. We each have our own way of tackling any situation we encounter. We each have our own views and perspectives, and we all have varying opinions and reasoning, which makes us unique from each other. Who will be claimed as the big winner of Big BrOUther? Will it be Aljon, Nico, or Nika? Find out in the next episode of Big BrOUther!